Hey everyone, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee, and this is me, Banshee, for my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show, and as we always do, I start out with a card for the collective. It's usually one of my oracle decks that I like to feature. And for the last few weeks, we've been using the Affirmators at Work. So let's see what message there is for everyone today. All right. Let's see what the sassy little deck has to say. Oh, it's enthusiasm. When I have to make a spreadsheet, sit in a long meeting with no coffee, or do anything else I don't like, I dig deep and find a way to be enthusiastic about it. The difference between having to do something and getting to do something, it is all in my perspective, which means, I suppose, that I have to adopt a positive outlook. Damn it. It says that on the card. So, the day goes by much better when you have a positive attitude. I think it's very clear. You can get more done. You feel good about things. Sometimes, of course, things make it hard, like those long, lengthy meetings or unexpected meetings that you have to drop work at the last, at the worst possible moment and go and attend. So hang in there. Try to make yourself enthusiastic in all you do this week. And just watch how the week flies by. Right, that's what the affirmators have for us this week. And we're going to get started, but before I shuffle the cards for the elemental signs of the Zodiac, let me give you a little bit of heads up on a little astrology this week. First off, these readings are for the week of October 24th through October 30th. The moon will be traveling from Gemini on October 24th through Leo. It's transiting into Virgo on October 30th, with Halloween just around the corner. And Mars, the planet Mars, my planet, is traveling into the sign of Mr. O's planet, Scorpio. Ooh, that's scary.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. All right. So we start off with our air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's see what the wind blows in for you this week. And I'd like to think it's a windfall. All right. Wow. Your beginning card, your focus for the week ahead, is all about focus, in a way. It's the Magician upright. The Magician upright is speaking in terms of focusing on the task at hand, putting your will and your desire into what you want to accomplish. If you have a goal you're working on, a project that's dear to your heart, you're passionate about something, well, this is the week to get it off the ground, because you seem to have the will and the wits about you to do it. You seem to have everything in place to pull it off too. All the different components are coming together. So this is a magical moment. All right. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Wow. Well, The scene on that card doesn't look necessarily happy, but you know what? Appearances can be deceiving. It's the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is upright. And the Five of Wands is an interesting card to me because on the surface, it looks like there's conflict when you look at those guys jostling those sticks around. But sometimes it can be about healthy competition. And it can also be about people just working together to try to construct something, to try to build something. And they all have their own ideas of how this should be done. So there might be some heady conversations. There will definitely be a lot of passion in what people have to say. And it could be very, very constructive if you don't allow it to degenerate into, you know, kind of my way or the highway sort of thinking. People, you know, this is showing people who can work together and solve problems. So I feel like that goes really well with that first card. Let's see what's next. Let's see. Well, will people be helpful, cooperative, or will there be conflict in the week ahead? Look at that. You have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Wow, that's awesome. So the Ace of Pentacles is all about people bringing in the money. People helping you build something new. This is the start of something growthful. This is the start of something that can bring in some cash, absolutely. And when we recap this, we're going to look at this in total. Boy, does that all fit together like a nice glove. Let's hope this last card comes through, because now we're going to find out, will there be gains or losses, forward or backward movement, or none at all? Wow. By week's end, you have the Strength card. You're in a really, really good spot. What a nice card to end this week with. It's basically saying that you have just the right approach to take. You know, not to push too hard. It's kind of like the Three Bears, you know, the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You know, this bed, this porridge is just right. So everything is going to turn out just right in the end because you have magic on your side. Let's talk about this. Let's put this all together now for you air signs. So basically the magician is saying you've got all the ingredients, all the elements in place this week to pull off something wonderful. You know, if you have a dream, a goal, a desire, you want to start something new, you're starting something new like a new job or something like that, you are going to be at your best, at your finest. All I can just say to you air signs is make sure you put your will and your focus on what you desire and just watch the magic happen. And that magic is going to come through some constructive dialogue or work with others this week, others who may have their own ideas on how to accomplish things. There's going to be some heady dialogue. There's going to be some differences maybe of opinion, but out of it comes the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, a growthful start. Things are moving in the right direction and in a prosperous direction. Holy moly. And finally, by week's end, you have the Strength card, which means, you know, you took those elements and you ran with it. You did not push too hard. You did not have to apply more pressure than necessary. All things were falling into place. Wow. Good show, air signs. I hope it works out for you this week. Looking good. Well, hey, my fellow fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is for us for the week ahead. Let's just make sure our money doesn't go up in smoke this week. And one more good shuffle. All right. Okay, fire signs. Just gotta grab a quick sip of tea. All right. Okay, fire signs. Your focus for the week ahead is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is upright. And look at that figure there. He looks a little bit forlorn. All those overturned cups. A shame. But look, right in the midst of those overturned cups is one that's still upright. And there's two over here, waiting to be discovered. So I feel like sometimes we cry over spilt milk, we cry over our losses. We may have suffered some setbacks. Maybe some stocks have not been coming through. Maybe a professor did not like your approach to an assignment. Maybe there's possibility that at work there's been some disappointments, some serious disappointments, but you don't recognize there are opportunities to build from here. And that's what those standing cups are trying to tell you is don't dwell on those losses. Accept them, learn from them, and then let them go. Because something is waiting in the wings here for you if only you'd pay attention. And again, how best can you prepare for that focus for the week ahead? Look at how this card fits like a glove. It's the Three of Swords reversed. Now, technically, the Three of Swords reversed is a card of sorrow and sadness and disappointment and pain, emotional pain. And I mean, in a way, you're experiencing it here with this Five of Cups. But what this is telling you, how best to prepare for the focus is, it's time to heal. It's time to let it go. It's time to just move on, and you'll be much better off after you do it. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I don't know. Maybe this is a week you're going to be going it alone. Here's the Hermit card. The Hermit card is here, which could be indicating there's a lot of people on vacation, taking time off, or just the fact that you are ruminating and doing some work on your own. You're maybe working on some solitary projects this week. This just may also indicate to me that you may have to work on your own this week, that others are not all that helpful, or should I say available to you. Maybe, people you're trying to contact, you're playing phone tag with and things like that. So ultimately, though, fire signs, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Well, we got the Wheel of Fortune reversed, sad to say. I never like to see it. So, and I'm sure you won't either. So the Wheel of Fortune reversed is kind of telling us, I'm going to put this one down here, it's kind of telling us that right now timing is off. It might be best to just hold back till you heal from some of these wounds more before you move forward. The Wheel of Fortune is on a downswing right now, and maybe that's what's got you so down in the dumps here in the beginning. So not a lot of forward movement at all for you guys this week. You're ruminating too much on loss as opposed to what maybe you can build off of. It's okay. We have to honor our losses and we have to accept them. And yes, we have to mourn them sometimes, but we don't have to live with them as an albatross on our backs forever. It's time to let it go, according to the Three of Swords. If only you would let it go, you will be able to heal and you will be able to move forward more constructively. And maybe that's why you're just, I don't know whether maybe some of these losses have come because of others around you, and maybe you're feeling like you need to just work solo for a while. You need to get your bearings more and be on your own. Maybe you're seeking out more wisdom and research from others. That's another thing with this card here. With the Hermit card, you might actually be trying to seek out a mentor or somebody to help you figure out what you need to do next. So ultimately, there's not a lot of good things happening this week because your mind and heart are not exactly into it. And so with that in mind, oftentimes, how they say we create our own luck, right? Well, I think we can create our own bad luck too. And so with the wheel turning in the wrong direction, it might be a direct result of this negative energy you're projecting from these losses that you've had. So my advice to us all, we have to let them go. All right, fire signs. That's what I have for your week ahead. Good luck with that. I'll be there with you. All right. Hey, water signs. I am not messing around today. You know how I like to say I like to hydrate, and I always use the time of water signs to have my drink of water? I'm not messing around. This is the big kahuna. I want to hydrate today, so I plan on drinking this whole thing. I'm almost halfway there. Okay. And I still have a frog in my throat. All right. Okay, so, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you for the week ahead. And I just hope it's a waterfall of good fortune for you this week. Hey, water signs, for the week ahead, you start off with the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is upright. The Two of Wands is upright. And I feel that this is an indication that I'm getting some directorial advice here on the placement of my cards. So the Two of Wands is upright. And so I kind of feel like, look at that. You know what? He's got the world in his hands. He's already got some good fortune coming his way. But he's looking at that sun in the distance there about to rise. And he's like, I'm in it for more. I want more, more of the same. So you're looking at how to increase some of the good fortune some of you may have been having lately, or how to just get more cash, get more out of your work, get more out of your investments. You're looking ahead. And how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, that's interesting. The Page of Pentacles, and that's reversed. Well, I have to say, I guess I should move this one over a little. Nope, this way. Okay, the Page of Pentacles is indicating to me that the best way to prepare for this focus is to look at some of the things that have been happening lately that have not served you well. What things have prevented you from moving forward financially, materially, or in your career? What things are holding you back? Also, for you students out there, I feel like this is a time you're going to have to work harder on your studies. This is no time right now to slack off. You may be experiencing some lack of motivation there. So beware of that, because you can't do that for long. Finals will be here before you know it. And so try not to slack off. I feel this message strongly for our students out there. So we'll go over all of this again for you water signs and put it all together. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, this is an interesting card to get in this position here. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is reversed. And I wonder if this means that somebody is coming back into your fold that you used to work with, you used to collaborate with, maybe you used to get advice from if it's an advisor. I think they're coming back, and maybe there's some unfinished business to settle with them before things can get moving for you again. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you water signs this week? Well, if you move, it's going to be very, very slow, because look at all that stuff you're carrying on your back with this Ten of Wands upright. So I feel here that basically you are going to be shouldering a lot of burdens by week's end. Seems like things do not get resolved in a good manner this week. Maybe some preparation, maybe some loose ends need to be tied up. Let's take a look at this again. You've had some positive things happen lately and you want more of the same. You want to keep going in that forward direction, and maybe you're doing some strategic planning, which is always a good thing to do. But you know, the timing has to be right. And how best to prepare for that focus? Well, right now, your motivational levels are not that great. You may want more, but to get there and to achieve it, that's another matter. Are you up for it? Are you up for a new challenge right now? Because this is indicating a little bit of sluggishness, a little bit of lack of motivation on your part. So you got to be careful that, you know, you don't bite off more than you can chew here. And some of this also, and also I got to say that this could also be referring to some bad financial or material news. And maybe that has something to do with these people around you here who I feel like somebody from your past is resurfacing. Somebody from your past is resurfacing to finish up loose ends with you, some unfinished business. Now, looking at these two cards together, I can't help but wonder, water signs, if maybe there's some money that you owe someone, there's a debt that needs to be paid, there's some contractual things that need to be tweaked and tightened up before you can move forward. And all I can say is by week's end, it's going to be kind of tying you up in knots a bit. You're going to have a lot on your plate. You're going to feel overburdened by the whole situation. But you know what? Oftentimes, we feel the most burdens and the most difficulties before a breakthrough. So keep that in mind. It is highly possible that you are really close to something here, but you have to tie up these loose ends and find that spark again. Be motivated again. What's sapping your motivation? Maybe the fact that you just need to tie things up so you can let the past go and move forward more positively with less burdens on your back. So that's what I have for you, water signs. Good luck with the week ahead for that. Hey, my friends, the earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's move some mountains this week, shall we? And one more for good measure. All right. Uh-oh. Thought it was good measure. There we go. That's good. All right. Aw. Your focus for the week ahead is one of my favorite pages. It's the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Look at that little fish jumping out of that cup. All right. So your focus for the week ahead is Page of Cups. Page of Cups is very, very creative, very, very intuitive. I feel like you have a lot of, dreams and desires right now. So now it's time to kind of bring them down to earth so that you can do something with them. It's great to dream and daydream and, have some creative visions here. But at some point, you have to do something about them. So that's your focus for the week ahead. How can you bring them down to earth and bring them into reality? Well, how best can you prepare for that focus? How about by upgrading from being a Page of Cups to moving up to the King of Cups? Certainly much higher standing, huh? So I feel here the King of Cups is saying, you've got this. You feel really good about this. You feel really good about these plans and dreams that you have been fomenting and thinking about. And you're now really, really The king is somebody who is a man of action. He is ready to decree orders. He's ready to tell people what they need to do in order to succeed. So I feel that, and also he's very, very benevolent. So I feel here that, approach the people that you need to work with on these projects, these dreams and goals, or financial people if you need, some backing for these projects. Treat them well, treat them kindly, approach them, with the right attitude. Don't be pushy, and things may go smoothly. Indeed, because what about people around you? Will there be cooperation or conflict with them? Ah, it's the Knight of Wands. Look, you've got all people so far. This is the Knight of Wands. And I'll tell you what, the Knight of Wands indicates that things are happening with the people around you. You know what? All systems are go. So, if there was ever a time to try to bring your dreams into reality and you need the help of others in order to do it, this is it. They're more than willing to take the lead and take charge. They're ready to charge forth, and because maybe they see the value, maybe they see gain for themselves here too. Maybe they realize we're all in this together, and they're going to push forward for you. Oh no. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all by week's end? Uh-oh, what's this? We have the Eight of Wands. After all that good stuff, we have the Eight of Wands reversed. So, with the Eight of Wands reversed, you're looking at either feeling like, man, all this good vibes, all this good energy, why do I feel like it's a waste of my time, or I've just wasted a week away? You don't feel like things are coming together by week's end, and you're questioning, the value of what you've put into the project, what all your blood, sweat, and tears have wrought. This doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but it does mean your attitude shifts a bit on it. And maybe the fact is that you had great ideas, you tried to set all this stuff in place, but a little bit of burnout is setting in perhaps. Let's recap and go over this and see if we can't figure it out here. So you have dreams, you have goals, you have things that you desire, and you want to put them, you don't want to just keep them up here. It's nice to have dreams, nice to have daydreams, but hey, if it can make you some money, if it can put you in a better position financially or career-wise or with your studies, it's time to put those ideas into something tangible. And I feel like the best approach you can take to that is to be magnanimous about this, be benevolent, and express the joy and the real enthusiasm that you have for this project or goal when you approach others, about it. Whether it's a professor you're trying to sell an assignment, something you want to do for a project on, whether it is your financial backers, whatever the case may be, your boss, this is a time to just show that, you have your head together, your head is straight, you're clearly focused, your emotions are in balance. This is not just pie in the sky thinking, you have it all together. People want to run it. They want to run with you. That looks like somebody there I like to, even though that's kind of a big wand for it, I like to think he's running a relay race or something. He looks like he's on the go carrying that rod there. And I feel that the people around you are willing to do it. They're willing to carry the torch for you. They want to help you out. So I don't understand why at week's end you're harboring this attitude of, has this just been a waste of my time and energy? I feel spent. I'm exhausted. Maybe you have just put too much of your emotions into it. You got so excited initially with all of this that by week's end, maybe because things are still in process and developing, not moving fast enough for you, you're kind of sputtering and burning out. So take a break this weekend. do something that will relax you. I feel that maybe you need just a stress relief weekend, whatever that is for you. Some people relieve stress through exercise. Others relieve it through meditation and walks in the woods, solitariness. So whatever works for you, do it. Sometimes alcohol, my silly producer said. No, I don't recommend that. All right, so that's what I have for you earth signs for next week. Not totally bad. Don't rule it out just because you feel spent by weekend. Maybe things are still developing for you. All right, so that's everybody's focus for the week, or forecast for the week ahead. Just want to remind everybody, content is oozing all over the place for us. Mr. O's been doing a lot of stuff lately. He recently released a soul story, which was my pet project, but he has finally come up with his own soul story. So do pay attention and listen to that one. Hopefully I'll be coming out with one in the near future. But coming out today, Sunday, October 24th, will be a monthly modality message. And that is for the modalities of the Zodiac. As the sun goes into Scorpio, we do this special reading for every month when the Zodiac changes signs. And then finally, Mr. O has his usual shows, Goth Tarot, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. I'm just going to let him say it from now on. And then his emotional exchanges is on every Friday at
7 a.m.
7 a.m. So do check out those shows as well. The emotional exchanges will prepare you for what you're facing emotionally in the week ahead. And again, we had to cancel a happy hour this week because we attended the Detroit Witches Ball and we're reading cards in person for people. Next week, it'll be back at its normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Come and get a happy, motivational message from Spirit. And that's it for this week. So, hey, I will see you next week on Halloween!
Boo!
And that's scary too.
Oh, that's scary.
I may have something special in store reading-wise as well for Halloween. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.